Hello, welcome to the Freaky Bottle Podcast. I am host one or whatever, Clone Trooper. Um, we got August Wolf. We're just two dudes just chilling, doing comedic stuff, talking about hobbies, whatever comes out first. Want to say, yeet. Actually, before we started the podcast, we got into this weird conversation that I cannot disclose, but it actually opened some thoughts. Like, how would basically the base of it was if slavery didn't happen.
Oh shit, why are we bringing this up? This wasn't the beginning of the thought, I want to clarify that. But it was just a train of thought that was like, if time didn't go the way it did, the way that we are wouldn't be as we are.
Yeah, that actually caught my interest of it.
In fiction, they talk about it all the fucking time with time travel. It's like, well, if this didn't happen, this could have happened. Or if this didn't happen, then this wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Or even if this didn't happen, this will happen. Or because this happened, something changed. Yada yada.
Yeah. Even including any of the people that got enslaved, like the Irish, Asians, Africans, any of our mixed races and us, we wouldn't have that crap. We would literally have on a full on like European stuff, or like American, just full on American, nothing else, or what we used to be in our ancestry.
Yeah.
It's like mind blown. And thinking about like in the future.
The moment I break my friend's head for some reason.
Like like think about it. If we didn't have slavery, I think the better chance of like racism would be non-existent. Because no one owned anyone during that
Yeah,
time.
that would. Well, I mean, racism probably would still happen.
Well, not as much.
We don't know that.
For the sake of it, yeah, there would still be racism, but it wouldn't be as bad as we think.
That's an opinion. We don't know. Like, we have no way to theorize. We can't test this.
We don't have. We can't Rick and Morty this stuff.
Yeah. I'll be honest, that time travel episode, or the dimension episode where he's hopping through him and he jumped into the fascist universe got me thinking that's probably why. It was like, well, if something, like, happened differently, then we might all be Nazis. And that's a little scary.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Like, that's a little spooky. That one thing could have changed, and we could have all been like, hide it! That scares the hell out of me. That was the time that Rick and Morty almost turned into a horror for me.
We all like U.S. the place where you have the biggest army depot turns into Nazi Germany.
I'm very sorry if anybody takes offense to this episode. Like, yeah, I've considered myself a very offensive person just because I think very differently. But I don't mean to offend.
Yeah, keep in mind this is a very let's say
I just have a lot of time and a lot of space up here to think.
I was gonna say tasteful.
Tasteful?
Tasteful podcast.
I was about to say, I thought you literally meant tastefully, but meant it ironically. Alright.
No, this is like a tasteful, like, not everyone's cup of tea.
I see.
Yeah, fair warning. There will be some racist comments, and plus, not racist
Well,
comments,
not
just some racism conversations.
comments that may have been linked to it, but not said with the meaning of. Because to be racist, again, I will reiterate, you actually have to have some form of hate.
You could be racist to yourself.
You very much can, but then, like, what the fuck?
I mean, there are people that hate themselves. So if they hate themselves,
Well,
they can be
you can
racist.
hate yourself, but then, like, hating yourself because you're white is a little weird.
Dude, there's actually a white person that hated himself so much that turned into a black person.
Alright.
And I'm thinking like,
It might also be a self-image thing.
changing the pigment of your skin.
You know, like, wearing a second plaid made me more confident about myself, so you don't fucking know.
Oh, I'm not saying that, but like that's very well new to me. Like hating yourself so much that
Michael Jackson did it.
That's been on my mind for like a couple years since I learned about him.
Like, we can't act like it's weird for regular people to do it.
Keep in mind,
Celebrities.
I didn't get to the part where it gets weird because he mentioned he's been well, for why I remember the video, he hates white people.
Jackson?
No, the dude that changed his skin. He at the beginning when he was white, he hated
Right,
white
then he's
people.
racist.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
But yet again, he claims to be black during the time he was white. Until his skin pigment.
Up until, no.
Yeah.
Not until you're, well. See, that's a little too liberal thinking for me because my mind just doesn't comprehend the I'm a female before the op, if you get me.
Yeah.
I just cannot, I just don't have the wiring in my head to be like, I understand. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend people.
Yeah.
That's why I tell my mom I'm probably more like a cat than anything, because when I see the bottom of the bowl, basically, I'll cry for food.
Yep. Isn't that like kind of like any hungry teenager that wants food? Not like
But
starving.
that's why I linked it to an animal, because it's more of an instinctual thing than a human action, because humans will probably go out to try to find food or make food, or me, I'll probably just sit there until I find something or die, basically. Well, in a long-winded sense, I'm trying to say I'm adorably stupid.
I mean, I've been on that same boat. I have got into the stoops before.
And I'm not trying to say I'm proud of this, but, like, goddamn.
You know, sometimes you gotta be proud for being adorably
A brick.
or just being a brick or just being dumb. Like,
An
take pride
absolute
of it.
fucking stone.
Like, literally, when I was trying to set up this podcast, I downloaded another software when I discovered my live streaming software / video could do this, like, for podcasting. So,
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
yeah,
Did we even do the first podcast then? I can't remember. Or is this the first one?
this is our first episode of the podcast of the Freaky
Oh,
Bottle.
shit, okay. Because I
Yeah,
remember saying a lot of stuff that I thought people were listening to.
this, like...
And then I heard, oh, wait, we're not. And I was like, oh, okay.
No, we've been doing, like, YouTube and live stream. This is the first episode of the Freaky Bottle podcast.
Jesus, and we opened on my fucking comment on slavery. Why?
This is a Freaky Bottle.
Oh, God. This is gonna be terrible.
Hey, we both die on the boat.
Pretty much.
Like I say, this is like tasteful podcast. Like if you're not into this sort of thing, We are
It is
sorry to
yeah,
offend.
very selective.
Yeah.
Not selective, but like a very niche comedy club here.
Yeah, that's why it's called Freaky Bottle. Like nothing is.
More Christopher Titus than anybody else.
Yeah. So prepare yourselves. I can't say my usual stuff because I don't want to get anyone in
But
trouble.
in essence, he won't. But he knows that I probably will in accident.
That's how come we still have a channel.
And this is why we can't have nice things, Gray.
In essence, that's you know, I'm cool with that. If we lose our podcast channel or YouTube channel due to our tasteful comedy things or talks, then I die with the shit. Whatever I built or built with my friends, I'm gonna go down with them. Or go down alone.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say that out loud because there's a shitload of trolls who would just be like, "Oh, you will."
Oh, ho, ho. But but I will stand my ground if it comes to trolling. I'm gonna put that out there. There comes to a time when the captain goes down with his ship. And I ain't gonna go down with the ship when it comes to trolling. Nice to meet you too. Actually, that reminds me of something. um,
Delicious.
yes, that too. But have you ever wondered, like, could our like the sounds of our burps could just turn into like a trumpet sound? Like if we could morph it enough that it could sound like a trumpet and no one would know.
Do you want to know, like, no, I've never thought that specifically. But I have imagined us being able to concentrate them into, like, fucking sound waves.
Yeah. like a like a
Like those sonic toads or sonic belches or
yeah.
just sonic attacks from anything.
I was thinking like one of those like sonic guns where it just blast out sound waves, but it's like
Yeah.
concentrated wave of burp.
Yes. Smell included.
Smell included.
The crater just smells like belch.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. Yes, I'm coming. Hello. I
Hey,
just done goofed myself with the mic.
what have we done?
Basically, when I tried to talk, I was muted the whole time.
Oh no. I've been talking to myself the whole time!
No, when I came back, I realized I was muted.
Oh, okay.
Also, by the way, everyone, if I leave and come back a lot, it's because I am at my grandparents. I take care of my grandmother. I've been not at my home for months now and just been the caretaker of the house. Cook, cleaning, the whole shebang.
I did the same thing for my grandfather, and now I do the same thing for my parents.
I get paid in food and luxury of having a given computer and things to do.
Pretty much the same.
Most of the time, well, all the time, I just cook the food that I get to have.
Yeah.
Like right now, I just made myself a T-bone steak that is cooked blue, which is... Anyone doesn't know what blue, the temperature blue. It is a not very common known way to cook the steak. It's basically cooking the top, because that's where all the bacteria is. Top, sides, back, sit on the plate. On a very hot, ripping pan. And you eat that. And that is good. Like, eating a steak raw is like... Ooh.
And you eat the booty.
Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. And then I just piled the steak under bacon. Oh,
How the fuck did they get a laugh?
how are my parents gonna respond to this podcast? Because I sent them the link to this
Oh no.
yeah. They're gonna Hello, welcome to the Freaky Bottle.
You're fucked, buddy.
Welcome to the Freaky Bottle podcast. We started off with the conversation of slavery to nonsense.
You're fucked, friend.
I have the reverse card.
Well, guess what? I've got a reverse of a different color.
Damn it. No. I've been done did.
I never thought that shit would work.
I've never been done did. I've been done did. You know what? Wait, think about this. Like, what if I add the reverse card in our D&D campaign? Like, instead of like the deck of main things, it would be like the deck of BS. Like reverse cards and everything else.
No, if we want to add just a reverse card, we do that. If we want to do a whole deck, I want to make that my own personal class. So I could be like the coupon guy from, yeah, that. But instead my shit works.
Oh, what we would name the class though?
Gambler? I don't know.
How about?
Because I would have to draw a card, figure out what it is, and then figure out my move based on that card.
I was gonna call the class Coupon Tom.
What?
I was gonna call the class Coupon Tom or something.
No, because it's not actual coupons.
I don't know. I feel like Coupon Tom is the thing though.
Well, no, I only say him because he seemed to only be able to pull random bullshit.
Damn.
Right? So, like, because it's an Uno deck, it's going to be like +4, which in my mind means that I can multiply anything to 4.
That's pretty spicy, my dude.
Like, so if I cast Fireball, add 4 fireballs.
I feel like that would be like a level 15 or higher, like, thing to reach for that class.
Well, we'd have to start with like a +2, but then I don't know how we would work a deck.
Oh, I think that'll be easy.
But that's why it would be so strong, is because it's a deck.
Yeah.
Like, I have to plan my turn around the card. So if it's a reverse, I might hold my turn and wait for an attack to go, nope. Back at you!
Wait, what if you could, like, with that, we can make, like...
And 2 Joker cards so that I can just, like, declare something. We have to make rolls on it, but I get to declare an action.
I was gonna say, like, we could fit that in plus some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like you can spawn in, like, creatures to your level.
I feel like we should still earn the creatures. I feel like that would be weird to mix creatures in an action deck.
No, I was gonna get to that. Like, if you discovered a creature, you can have that card.
I would make that a separate deck. Like, if we're gonna make that a function, I would make that a different magic.
Luckily for me, I know how to make some spells, so we can do that.
Do you get me, though?
Yeah, I get you.
Because, like, planning on getting, like, a number plus or reverse card or something, and then I get, like, Karibo. Right?
Yeah.
I would rather have, like, my basic actions be the Uno cards, and then, like, have a second pocket with, like, creature cards so that I can be like, you!
You.
But it would be like the keys from Fairy Tail where they're fucking rare.
Alright. That'd be interesting.
I feel like that would be more fair. Unless we want to make some multiples. Like an actual trading card game. I'm straight up making a Yu-Gi-Oh universe in your fucking D&D right now. Jesus Christ.
That was basically what I'm aiming for.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's still gonna be actual combat though, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That was my biggest problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like, but I can't fight the dragon! I don't care if my elf warrior is fighting the dragon, I wanna fight the dragon. That's why I love D&D, is because like somebody makes up shit for you to fight.
I don't know why, but it just sounded like a upsetting spaghetti kid.
That's why I never really liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like you're just making shit fight for you. And I get that's Pokemon, and maybe that's why I don't play Pokemon so much anymore. But like, goddamn, there's a point where I kind of want to step in and kick the shit out of them for beating up my guys. Which kind of evolved into, but I want to fight the dragon.
Just punt Snivy.
Yeah, right? Like, there was a time where I was like, stop paralyzing me, you little bastard! I want to kick you into the side of the house that I know is 2 feet away from us, but is artistically rendered out of the shot. There's been several times where I wanted my character to just jump onto an Abra to stop it from teleporting and, like, knock it out or fucking something. Even though that wouldn't work, because as soon as it wakes up, it would teleport away anyway.
Or we could just have that battle and just have a reverse card and you're the one that can teleport away.
Teleports my Pokemon 2 feet closer. Bam. Because you didn't say I had to use the teleport on myself.
Yeah. What would be even more funny, like, I'm in the process of making like a slap glove. Basically, it's a motorized glove where you can just slap like 10 times.
Oh, I thought you were gonna just make it a magic, like, slightly larger hand glove.
That's basically what it can be.
That you just slip onto your hand and you get extra slap damage or something.
Basically, yeah.
Oh my god. You know, if we get other players, I am going to use that to slap their ass.
I mean,
I will see how far I can get in this.
are you gonna do that in Dark Heresy?
Possibly not so much, because it's much less of a
There is a
free
power
environment.
glove.
It's much less of a free environment.
It was.
Like in D&D, I could theoretically slap somebody's ass, turn into a sparrow, and have a merry jaunt as they try to catch me.
Or,
In Dark Heresy, it turns into a much darker scenario if I slap an Inquisitor in the ass, they turn around with a fucking flamethrower, and then I'm done. Because it is very hard to run through those ships, I think.
oh, like
And I don't think it would be a merry jaunt.
I being chased after an Inquisitor plus 10 shock troopers, like that's not a good.
Plus, they might just declare heresy and kill you on the spot anyway.
Yeah, and the shock troopers would shoot out their volley guns.
Furthering the point, yeah.
If you guys don't know about Dark Heresy, it's basically Warhammer 40k RPG, and you work under the Inquisition and do missions for the Inquisitor that you work for. And you can branch out to your like ranks of being lieutenant and all that stuff for guardsmen, other classes, or you can turn to Inquisitor, Ordo Hereticus, and other crap, which is fun. So yeah, that's actually and also.
I'm gonna make another drink real quick.
Okay, and also.
Wait, right quick before you talk. Rum, vodka, or whiskey?
Do a little bit of both.
You mean all three?
Yeah.
I don't have enough for all three.
Just rum then.
Gotcha. Down rum.
Where's the rum? We have a little rum break. It's fine to have a little rum break. I don't take part of the drink. I don't take part of the drinkage. Yet, with friends.
Fuck that. I'm saving that. I just found a giant bottle of vodka.
Wait, so you're gonna mix rum, vodka, and whiskey together then? I was only joking about that, but if you gotta go do that, like, live your life, man.
It might be too much vodka, but we're gonna see.
Welcome to the Freaky Podcast. Bad choices are involved sometimes. Drink responsibly. Because I don't. Because I drink too much coffee. Very effective against my ADHD.
What, the feet slapping?
No.
Why the fuck was that so funny?
I was talking about coffee. Not feet slappage. Nice to meet you too.
That's just the right amount of vodka. That is some really good vodka.
But anyways, I game master Dungeons and Dragons, planning to go on to Dark Heresy
And Star Wars.
and Star Wars. I mapped out everything ahead of time, so that way I don't fumble around after.
Because he ain't no bitch.
yet. I self-prepare for the more plans because Wolf here knows how to break
Marcus?
my plans.
Don't you fucking blame me. Don't you fucking... Nah. I'll rip that smile right off your face and slap you with it.
Oh, Greenwich.
I'm only having fun, dude.
Oh, me too. That's why I created the Gribbles. Just for fun.
The what?
The
The gribble.
Yeah, the Gribble.
I mean, if you haven't noticed, I don't have a problem with it. I fucking cannibalize them.
Yeah. For the people who doesn't know what a Gribble is, it's basically a...
It's a head with wings and chicken legs where the neck should be.
Yeah. And it's pretty good for flight in D&D. Not gonna lie. Like, if you own an airship, you can just glide down, no problem. Or you can wear it as a cape for fashion. But for the custom race that Wolf has that we created, his character decided to, like, you know...
Well, first of all, is that the character who got scared by one of them decided to obliterate a herd or a flock of them.
Oh yeah,
So there was feathers and shit on the deck of our airship.
yeah.
And so then he decided to collect them all. And when we figured out something about them, but they would do feather fall and he didn't want them.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening is I took them because I'm the one who takes all the weird shit apparently. And I've used my character's magic of adaptation to literally recon myself. I have like a useless wing that's a feather cape.
Yeah, that's basically my campaigns. It's just nonsense and weirdness. And keep in mind, the person that got scared was a paladin. And our paladin...
The 8-foot tall paladin.
Yeah, a Goliath 8-foot tall paladin that his main goal is to destroy heretics. He got scared of a bodiless bird.
And I decided to cannibalize it.
Yeah.
To clarify, the reason I say cannibalize is because my character's culture promotes cannibalism in the sense that they eat their warriors to release their spirits or gain a beneficial power like the Kroot.
That's how I met your mother.
Yikes.
But no, in all sense, yeah, that's basically his backstory for his character and race. Which, not gonna lie, it's pretty good for, like, a new player to come into my game to ask for, like, a custom race and to do all that. It's pretty interesting. First hand for me, because I'm a first-timer dungeon master and game master. I'm just learning all by video games and inspiration ideas.
Oh, forgot to mention the weird power that it would give you is like one free feather fall.
Oh yeah.
Presumably because it's part of my body now, I get to reuse this over and over.
Yeah, because you just decided your body decided.
I power this now.
Yeah. So you just have a
I can float.
You can float. You could be like Batman, just feather fall down.
And Peacock Man.
Oh, I can just imagine we pay like an animator to do our campaigns.
Peacock Wolf.
Peacock Wolf.
Just a shitload of bright blue tails and a silver wolf.
Oh. I just choked on a piece of bacon. I've never been assaulted by bacon before. This is the
Choking on that pig.
first.
Eh.
No. Why? Just why?
Cause I can.
Well, I think that's it for the freaky bottle. That's all.
Damn, that wasn't long.
That's all it has to offer for the freaky
Dude,
bottle.
no, I wouldn't have made vodka if it was that short. Come on.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna keep going. This is the first episode. Might as well write it out.
Wait, how long have we actually been going?
We've been going on for half an hour and 6 minutes.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was pretty short. Do you really want to cut it there? We can.
No, from my face, I thought it was like an hour already in 6 minutes.
I kind of thought it was too, but I just felt like we hadn't talked enough.
Oh, let's fill up the freaky bottle then.
Uh-huh.
Dude, like, imagine like if this podcast gets any further, there's like people wearing the freaky bottle shirt.
We need to design different arts for that then.
Oh, that would be beautiful though. My main goal for this podcast is like if it gets famous enough.
You're like somehow. Never mind. Remind me after. I got something to say.
Is it something for the podcast or something out of podcast?
Both.
If it's something for the podcast, just say it.
It's an idea that nobody else should have first.
Type it into the Discord. Just text it to me.
Gotcha.
Anyways, my main goal for this.
Well, not that anybody else it's not that anybody else doesn't deserve it, but it could screw us over if somebody else has it first. Is what I'm saying. So I didn't want to say it. Let's not do it.
Yeah. Anyways, my main goal for this podcast, if it gets any farther, I want to make like freaky bottle shirts, like the one for Icon. It's like a little like skull decanter that has the bottom text, the Freaky Bottle Podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be like amazing. I would feel happy. Like that would get us more like subscribers into our channel. And
What
plus
part?
we're like combining the Freaky Bottle podcast with our YouTube channel, so that way they can view our podcast and watch our videos.
Yeah. Though when we play, it's technically both.
Yeah. And also we can do live streams on here.
Oh.
So if you want to do like a live talk, I can just place your icon on the corner of the screen and also my live camera as well. And just do all that. Just have a literal talk. Why am I getting spammed on Facebook? For heaven's sake.
You don't know, my guess is they finally found out I said something.
Ooh. That's a ooh right there.
We're gonna find out.
Here's a question for you, Wolf. What's your so back in the day they had these vintage candies that were like cigarettes because cigarettes were they thought cool.
The sugar sticks?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your opinion about them? Because some people out here not naming names because I don't know you people, um, think it's bad.
The fuck?
Yeah,
It's sugar.
they think it might lead to like, I don't know, actually doing cigarettes.
Well, I'll be honest with you. If they still had them around, I might not be smoking.
Yeah.
Very honestly. Because I noticed they got rid of them around here. You can't get them anymore. So I lost access to the little, like, cigarette-shaped sugar high. Where I can guarantee you, like, if I had them, there is a chance I would probably not be smoking, as I would just be carrying that fucking thing around. I would look like a douche, but I wouldn't be smoking.
I'm just asking because when I was reading
But-
about them,
Right, I just remembered the actual question.
uh,
But, no, I don't think there is actually a correlation. Because in the entire time that I had them, not once did I wonder or want to smoke a cigarette. But that's why I think they would be a deterrent.
yeah, same here. Like I always had like I never smoked because of asthma. I always used these cigarette like candy sugar sticks as like deterrents, as you said, or just something to keep my mind off having
The make-believe.
yeah, just having something make believe, something to trick my mind to actually be satisfied. Just one and done. And also they taste really good.
That's why I think they would be a really good deterrent.
Yeah. Like
But stupid people be stupid.
it's literally sugar, beef gelatin, and other.
Fuck, it leads to smoking. No, it fucking doesn't.
It's just a vintage candy that helps people.
Nah, it's not even that it was necessarily made to help people. It's just like they made it because they thought kids wanted to smoke.
Here, little Timmy, have yourself a vintage
Like a sugar stick cigarette, yeah.
Yeah.
Another addictive substance.
Oh, they also sold out cigars too, like candy cigar sticks.
Okay.
So just imagine,
Wait, you mean the gum ones?
no, like literal, like it's like sugar sticks, but it's like chocolate, vanilla.
Well, the only ones I've ever seen are those giant like gum sticks.
No, these were like chocolate flavored and other stuff.
Okay, that must be nice because the gum sticks were horrible.
I haven't tried the chocolate ones yet, but they seem good. But literally, just imagine like kids nowadays, if they get into this stuff, like you would see like teenagers or kids walking around with like sugar sticks in their mouths, like cigarettes or like candy cigars. I mean, some of these people generations.
Yeah, but it's also the problem of like they have to take sugar in moderation or it'll just fucking destroy them.
Sugar in moderation. Me looking at my cup of coffee that is moderately big.
Whatever, you're talking to a smoker who's telling people not to smoke, so fuck you.
Smoke responsibly, though. If you're a smoker, smoke responsibly. Just do all that crap. Just be safe.
Well, my opinion is like if you need it, then yeah, you need it. But if you can like work out of it, then holy shit, power to you. Because I'm not one of the people who can get themselves out of it. I genuinely need this to dull myself so that I don't just murder somebody.
That's a reason to have them. Like that's basically like
Because like, and it's not just because I want to kill. It's like the stress of everything that I've been through. It's PTSD.
yeah.
And I know not all PTSD. I know that not every response is a killing response. It just happens that I got the aggression response down, and that's the one that won't leave me.
And that's a reason to smoke in my case. Like I know some people might look down upon it because you still smoke, but it's a reason to to take something.
Well, it's guaranteed that they're gonna look down on me because not only am I smoking, but when I'm not smoking, I'm just a raging animal. Because the only time I stop to look at myself is when I've smoked or had a substance. So, I'm not trying to derail the conversation. I'm just saying, yeah, they're always gonna kind of look down on me.
The Freaky Bottle podcast is open to any conversation, so there's nothing to derail.
But I was apologizing because you also went quiet. I wasn't sure if it made you mad.
No, I'm just listening, man. I'm just open to hear what you have to say. I'm just an open person. But so taking that to consideration that, for example, people need cigarettes or weed to calm themselves down. What would you say if someone said that as they need alcohol to calm down?
Or, I mean, considering I'm trying it, it would be kind of douchey for me to say, nah. Yeah. I can kind of see it, but at the same time, I can definitely... I'm drinking again after a long time, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And there is, with anything, there's a line. You can feel it coming, but it is your choice to cross it or not, but you have to realize that once you cross that line, you're not really yourself anymore.
Yeah.
And that's the point that I would argue is the time to just lay in bed and be fascinated by colors. That's the point to stop interacting with people. But if you're gonna do that all the fucking time, then, well, don't, first of all. Because it's just not good.
Yeah.
I did that once and I missed a huge part of my life. Anyway. Issues!
I had the same problem too. 12 years old, I started drinking. I got down to the point where I was heavily drunk and I went to the hospital, almost died there. Because alcohol levels were freaking high.
Yeah.
Moral of the story is if you need a drug to calm you down,
a substance
or a substance, just do it. Just don't.
Within reason, don't go off and try to use this fucking podcast as a way to use cocaine or meth.
Yeah.
That shit will kill you.
Yeah.
We're talking about hot alcohol, the shit that's been around for hundreds of years without murdering people by millions. And I'm not saying drugs and prohibition didn't get anybody killed. Fuck off with that shit. I know the history.
Yeah.
But yeah, within reason, as long as the drugs aren't fucking horrible and make your brain bleed for their effects, go ahead, but within reason. Because it is very easy to financially ruin yourself for that shit.
Yeah.
I've figured that out pretty quick. Threw away my savings and building it up slowly. Yeah, slowly being glacially, but yeah.
Yeah. The only addiction I had was to relate to this was candy.
It really is an addiction.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Because there are times where I just jones for sugar.
That's why I tried to have drinks or something.
Yeah.
Because back then I hanged out with my friend. We always walked down to this dollar store, and we always I always spend my money to get sour candies, treats, and all that stuff, and just dive in and play Call of Duty. And the more I got into that, I wasted about almost $1,000 or more during those years of going to that dollar store. that stuff hits you hard once you realize it. Like, you have lost so much money just to enjoy a treat that you could have had to experience that could be permanent.
Yeah.
I always follow the rule like, it's better to have something permanent than experience once. Like, once, yeah, that's one thing for like food that you haven't had before, but if it's something you had like several times over and over again, and you're trying to get that experience back, that's just a chaser. You could just have something permanently and do it over and over again, and something you
Plus,
can have.
that's like the messed up thing about pot dealers is that, and I've had this happen. Oh god, this is probably gonna come back to bite me in the ass, but I don't really care. Like back when I was first getting pot, if we rushed our dealer, he would deliberately give us garbage pot.
Jeez.
Yeah, where we were like, there was one time we were pretty sure he gave us like lawn clippings. But I smoked it, so he can go fuck himself. I stuck to my end of the deal. Some people might call me stupid for that shit, but fuck you.
Literally, if I was,
I paid for it. I'm not just gonna throw it away.
I mean, if you're smoking Mother Nature's like literal grass, I mean, that's an experience you had. Like, did you get high from it?
There were times where it helped, and times where if it legit did nothing, I just stopped smoking it. There were many times where I was like, this is just not as fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, there have been probably 30 plus times where I've just looked at a joint and I was just like, the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
And that is definitely what you're talking about with the chaser, is what I meant.
Yeah.
Because then you're chasing that very first, like, fucking wow feeling.
Yeah.
When it's never gonna be like that again.
And that, there are some people that does that with, like, going down deeply into this that I remember from school. This dude mentioned like pornography. That's a chaser people chases after, like for the perfect one. Or
I'll be honest, I've got that bad.
you got that bad?
Well, specifically, like, not much satisfies.
I mean, yeah.
Too much?
No. Like I said, we're open. As long as we don't disclose anything copyright or anything that will get us bad, we're fine.
Well, like, specifically, I probably shouldn't just, like, say that like I'm dead inside, but specifically, it's like, I can just look at an image and be like, nice tits. Without even needing to feel or feeling the need to yada yada, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this might be sharing too much, but I think touch might be what gets me now. But then again, when the fuck am I gonna figure that shit out?
That's basically what gets people going for chasing after pornography. If they can't say this, they can't get a girl or a date. Pornography is basically they're going after. They can't touch or feel, it's just the visual effects. Stimulates the brain.
That's weird.
I mean, that's what happens. Like, if you do it,
I think I would rather physical touch.
I mean, some people just can't get a date. Like, they're.
Neither can I, but I've been craving for this for 26 years and I haven't stopped. I'm not going to now.
I mean, that good on you, but for some people that can't, they just go for pornography, and that's their chase or pornography, their release, their mini vacation, as Jim Carrey once said.
Well, no, well, I think you missed what I was saying there. Then I'm saying that I am a chaser for pornography, but it's gotten to the point that I think only touch is going to work now.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I can look at a piece of NSFW art and just be like, oh, nice tits.
All right.
Or if we want to go gender neutral, huh, nice ass.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just trying to be nice.
yeah. I know what you're going for.
But yeah, like. Anyway, I'm shutting up.
No, you're fine.
A snuggle is basically what I'm saying I want.
To be real with you, any person that's with her someone or not with her someone is literally what A1 wants. A snuggle.
No, I figured. I was just being clear with what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because we are still, presumably, talking to an audience at some point.
My parents and my family, maybe, and friends.
Yeah, this might be too much information.
And random people on the internet. Hello, welcome to the Freaky Bottle.
See, I care less about the people, like the random people. Because what the fuck does their judgment mean to me? But as a friend, I have to meet your parents, presumably, at some point if we're going to be working together.
They have met you. Because,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Presumably, I'm going to have to look them in the eye at some point and be like, hi, I'm Hawthorne, and try not to sweat nervously.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Continue the Rick facade while I try not to be Morty.
there's no if you ever meet my parents, there's no need to be nervous. They're the nicest people. That I've been born and raised with.
Alright.
But they're from what they're gonna hear, it's not nothing new, because basically they heard my conversations with my friends, and so far I'm surprised they don't think it's weird, or if they do think it's weird, they question it. I just laugh because it's funny. I mean, we all at some point, as a teenager, 18 years old or 17 years old, have done some questionable things. Yeah, or stupid things. Like for me, I rode shopping carts down hills. I could have hurt several people walking up the hill, or even me, breaking my face, legs, arms, limbs, or ribcage. But
yeah, but like what kid? What weird kid didn't fucking do that?
I mean, to be honest, when I was younger, I've been classified as a weird kid, so I just chased after my dreams of being weird.
That's what I mean.
I mean, to some
Because
people...
what fucking weird child didn't almost injure themselves doing something that they wanted to do?
Me drinking hot sauce every day.
Oh no.
Yeah, back in the day, I used to drink hot sauce a lot. I would grab my shot glass that my grandfather bought and fill it up with hot sauce, dump ghost pepper flakes in it, stir it around, and drink it every day.
Oh Jesus.
That jacked me up, and I was on the... Sometimes I would be on the floor because my body would say, nah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah. But I'll be laughing at the end because I'm just weird. I'm just that weird kid. And to be honest, if I kept doing it, I would have been at a hot sauce drinking competition today.
Mm.
But I chose not to because I value my stomach and taste buds.
And intestines.
I can't say anything about intestines because I do partake of eating like tripe and chitlins.
What the fuck is tripe?
I mean, basically, tripe is, if I remember correctly, it is. No, wait. Chitlins. Chitlins is basically intestines.
Okay.
So I can't say much of taking care of my intestines because I have eaten animal intestines. And plus, I've ruined them once just by eating hot food and getting food poisoning. Fun.
Sounds like it.
But to be fair, chitlins ain't that bad. Eating intestine ain't that bad. There's a taco truck near my place that actually sells tripe, which is cow stomach, chitlins, intestines, liver, and tongue. Like, they're rare, like, butcher's items. And it's good. It's just beef. To be honest, it's just stuff you eat to survive. If you cook it correctly, it would taste amazing. My mom's dad, my mom's side of the family, her dad used to be a hunter. Hunt animal, would have chitlins, would have venison, would have, like, you know, the rarity type of stuff. It's good. So to people that watch this, I might suggest expand your taste buds on these things. If you're up for the task, like, expand on it. Like, this world is full of things to offer. But meaning food, because I eat a lot. Too.
Wow, just sorry to interrupt, but I just had somebody walk over to proximity mines in GTA.
Rest in peace for the guy that walked over to proximity.
Oh no, he didn't die. He's hacking because he survived both and killed me. He had no walls between him and the mines.
He had the gribbles to help him. Magical.
So instead of letting him win the thing, I just quit so the ship disappeared.
Oof.
Get fucked, SO.
But it was, yeah, just expand your taste buds. Go out, try new things. Like, the world has so much to offer. Like, you know, Vietnam has so many things to offer and food-wise. Okay, you're okay. Anyway, anyways.
Sorry, somebody said Vietnam.
Vietnam has so much to offer, like, food-wise. Many places does. The South, Eastern Mediterranean, like, wherever you live, like, you probably, your state or country probably has many, like, delicacies you don't know about. I might suggest searching it up. And it's good. I haven't tried them, but they look good. But I'm not eating. I do not recommend eating, like, bugs for a start. Because, to be honest, most people might not want to have, like, bugs as a delicacy, like mealworms or spiders. Some countries eat bugs like spiders and all that crap.
Right, I remember. Red scorpions.
Yeah.
Sometimes lab grubs, I know.
So that's why I'm mentioning, like, I wouldn't recommend doing that as a start. I might try taking a step, like, into, like, I don't know, say tongue or something easy. Nothing too rash on you. Because I don't want to get any complaints saying this was a lie. I'm not a lie. I'm just a freaky bottle reporter. I just do. I don't done. I don't done. Do, I just do.
Done diddly.
I don't done diddly. It already been done diddly did. Yeah. Actually, oh, did you know? To a different topic because I could just rant on about food. um, you know, Warhammer came out. Warhammer Age of Sigmar came out with new stuff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, let me pull it up. They have new Stormcasts and new orcs and stuff. And Hobgrots, which is the ones I'm adding to the campaign.
What adds to the campaign?
Hobgrots.
Oh, yeah.
So we have like the Stormcast Dominion. Their armies of like magic users, ones with hammers, shields. One riding like their griffin creatures. And then we have orcs, which they're pretty cool. And here's what concerns me. I feel like Age of Sigmar is like the new updated version of Warhammer Fantasy, which it is. But I never played the old Warhammer Fantasy. I never did. I only seen like the pictures of it. Like the Warhammer Quest, which is a RPG of Warhammer Fantasy. And it's pretty interesting. Yet again, I can just learn about Warhammer Fantasy just by playing I forgot the name of that game. I forgot the name of the game. Hold on. Warhammer Total War Warhammer. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to wait for 3.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wait for 3. But that's basically Warhammer Fantasy on steroids. You can just march in with a massive
entire armies, yeah.
Yeah.
I've played the last 2 so far. I've got 3 pre-ordered.
That's cool.
So even if you're not able to get it at the time, I can fucking screen share.
That's cool. But yeah, that's basically hold on a second. Okay, never mind. That was me. I heard some squeaking and some thumping, so I thought someone was right behind me.
Spooky.
Spoopage. Spoopage on its own. But yeah, that's basically Warhammer Total War. And if you want to see see us play it together. Um, we'll be posting stuff on our channel. It's Clone Trooper 76 Battalion. It's a picture of the Clone Trooper, the Phase 2 Clone Trooper armor. That's the picture. And it's pretty good. It's pretty just, like I said, tasteful comedy as this one. Nothing more, nothing less, just tasteful comedy. Actually, that reminds me. Wolf. So, considering Warhammer, like, Games Workshop is throwing out new stuff for, like, you know, Warhammer 40k, how do you feel about them throwing out new Imperial Guard?
What do you mean?
They have the Catachans, they have Steel Legion, they have Cadians, but what they're missing out is the Sand Raiders, some of the Airborne regiments, and some other stuff. How would you feel?
Like the Harkoni, or are they added?
Say that again?
The Harkoni Warhawks, are they added?
No. I'm just asking, how would you feel if they added, like, most of the regiments for sale?
I mean, obviously I do want more races and stuff. Or races, or, factions.
Yeah.
You get what the hell I'm talking.
Now I get you, because the reason why I'm saying this is because they have Steel Legion, and the Steel Legion, only comes in, metal figures. You can't mix and match. You can only buy, like, multiple sets of the Steel Legion and call it your army. Or if you buy snipers, but I'm just wondering, because I've been always thinking about when are they going to come out with new regiments.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about the guards.
I mean, they did come out with new Cadian stuff. They came out with new Cadian shock troop figures. The Gaunt's Ghost, which is an Astra Militarium group. That's it. Nothing new for, like, the regiments. Which, like I really want more. Like, I want more out of it.
You want what?
I want more out of, like, Games Workshop. More, like, more regiments. More, things to play with. Because in Only War, which is an Imperial Guard RPG, they hold, like, plenty of regiments. Plenty of guardsmen you can play as. Different ones. To the Talarn Raiders, Cadians, Krieg, all that. But when it comes to Games Workshop on tabletop, they only have, like, Cadians, Catachans, and Krieg. They don't sell the Talarn unless you go to a different, like, different third party website.
That must make Archer kind of a sad, though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's literally To be honest, I don't want to be going to a different third party going to a third party website. Even though I like their figures, but I just want to see Games Workshop do those figures.
Right, because they got the professional stuff.
Yeah. So far, they've been bringing out like the like Primaris figurines for Space Marines, Dreadnoughts.
The weird ones.
Yeah. Not saying I don't like them. It's just it went to being the generic Space Marine armor to very, very questionable.
Well, I wouldn't say it's terrible. Because the first time I saw it, I was immediately like, fuck this because of the story.
Yeah.
I still thought the armor looked alright. But, goddamn, I did want a bit more of an explanation as to why it had to change, really.
Yeah. I think it's from like story, from like story stuff. The Astartes want to have different Mark 10, Mark something armor. So they upgraded to have like Phobos or Primaris, like those weird armors, to make it more bulky. Some of them are just fully armored. They look like they won't be able to walk anymore.
Right.
And that's what concerns me, like, logically concerns me when it comes to, like, being a Space Marine. Like, okay, I have been given this armor by my own chapter. How am I gonna walk? I'm gonna walk like, literally, the gingerbread man from Shrek if he didn't have any bendy legs. I'm just gonna be waddling around. Like a thick tin can. Again, if anyone likes that armor, we're not trying to crap.
We're not bashing your choices or likes.
Yeah. I'm just thinking logically here, like, if they don't explain how they work, they're gonna die. Literally, to me, if you don't explain how they work, I'm just gonna go by how I see it. Like a full metal tin boy waddling around in combat with their forearm bolters and the ultramarine flag on their back, looking like a full, like a Pepsi can with no joints. You're just gonna be stuck as like a Gundam like figurine.
Right? Like, holy shit, they look so big for what they are.
Yeah. Like when I was a kid, like when I was younger, I had like those generic like salamander marines where they hold their gun to themselves, not outwards, not their funny poses, just like hold them to their chest, staring right at you. Normal Space Marine armor.
Yeah.
That I can work with. That, when I saw the Space, like, Ultramarines movie and when I played the games, those armor made sense because they had joints.
And they fucking work.
Yeah. But now there's more armor coming out looking like a Pepsi can. A full decked out Pepsi can with no joints.
Yeah, no, armor needs joints.
Yeah.
If your shit don't have joints, you can't move, and then your armor's pointless.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, like, then it doesn't matter how tough your armor is.
It just matters if you're gonna survive or not.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if you're stuck still, it doesn't matter how tough your armor is. They're gonna get through eventually.
Yeah,
Uh,
nice to meet you too. And like,
to keep talking. By the way, I'm just playing Rocket League while we talk.
no, it's
Wait, is it cross-platform?
Rocket League.
This soccer car game.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh
Anyways,
my god.
considering enough, I'll give them this. They say they have the strongest like armor for Space Marines,
Right?
but when you look at the when we look at them in the video games or movies, they're going against like people with bolters too, heavy bolters that punches through their armor also. Most of the
Right.
time, they're not going against like cultists with their las guns. That gun won't go through anything when it comes to Space Marine armor. You're dead.
Most of the time, anyway.
Yeah.
It has been proven that enough Lasbolt rounds can shoot through armor eventually.
That's true, but considering if it's like in a
But
situation,
it has to be a lot.
yeah. But considering the situation, if we're talking about like a big scale of like Astra Militarium, equal has one Space Marine with them at all times when it comes to missions, because they're squishy like plastic boys. Like their armor can't hold up to a las bolt
Cannon.
or a cannon,
Las cannon.
las cannon. That's
Those
what,
can punch right through.
that's why they have like a Space Marine to do the job, because speed, agility, freaking just bulldoze like a trench of like cultists with las guns, because they could just Keanu Reeves like barrel roll on the ground and just start flailing bolt pistols everywhere. Make it look like a bloody accident. And survive. While the rest of the Astra Militarium are doing their job, trying to survive and not getting their heads blown off.
Yeah.
So, considering the state of the argument before of how come they made a full-on tin can bodysuit, if that Space Marine was in that big scale army of Militarium, imagine a Space Marine waddling like he just cracked his pants to the battlefield with guns that's heavy. It's gonna be a slow turtle. He's gonna die. That's not gonna be a fun, like, battle. You just lost your only hope of surviving. You're gonna rely on your brothers in the battlefield against, I don't know, Green Tide. Waiting for the shipment of the rest of the platoon to come. The company. I don't know, that's my argument.
Well, yeah.
Like I said before, it's just barely wiggle room to do anything for that armor. Literally looking like tubby tin, like soda cans with no joints. With glowing eyes. But yeah. Wait, let me check how long we've been going for. Oh, we've been going on for like an hour and 24 minutes.
Okay, I think we could stop if you want.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's all what the Freaky Bottle can offer. thank you guys so much for listening, lending your ears to us. Hope you enjoy this podcast. Stay tuned for more that comes out, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Anything else you want to add, Wolf?
I think you got it.
All right.
I'm not good at talking, you know that.
Peace, everyone.